Welcome to Veggie Me's Kitchen. In today's video, we will be making a fruit cake, which is the tropical style. Our recipe will include 1 watermelon. We prefer fresh watermelon, not the pre-cut ones, because the fresh one, that way you can cut your style, because the watermelon and the pre-cut ones are not fit for a 2-tier cake, so we have to get it in the style to make for a cake. So now, depending on family size, today we will be using 1 medium watermelon. Not one, but we will be cutting it. You will see how we do it. We cannot use 1 whole because that will be too many. But if you can, just use 1 whole. We're just gonna be using just a little bit out of the whole. And our second ingredient will be some pineapples that were left over from last night. Well, if you have, we can use the directly cut pineapple, but we do have it, but we have to finish off the old one first. So we are going to be using some last night's pineapples that we just from this shaped. We cut into like a tiny little cubes. I'll show you an example of them like that. Yeah, and slice them thinly, like probably I'd say a centimeter thick, because when you have a fruit salad, a fruit cake, I always say this, that you want things to be a bit smaller so that you can bite it. But I'm not cubed like a fruit salad, just regular style, not regular style, but a style that should look probably like that. And for our last ingredient, we will have these blueberries. Now these are like, you can add other berries, but when you're making fruit salad, and the berries, you must always have blueberries. If there are no blueberries, it's not a fruit salad anymore. And there are some other berries that we forgot to get to make, but you can always, if you have them, I'd suggest you would add some. You can probably even add a ripe mango if you have, but our mangoes are still really yucky. But yeah. Anyways, talking back to the smaller fruits. If you have like grapes, blackberries, raspberries, it will be good. Yesterday, I actually wanted to buy some blackberries or strawberries, but we just didn't, And then the grapes were. We'll wait for the globe grapes. We like the globe grapes. So yeah, when we have globe grapes, I think I'll be filming another fruit cake video with the papaya probably. I do not know, but we have very many different varieties of fruit salad or cakes that you would like on our YouTube channel. So please do check us out over on our YouTube channel, which you're watching right now. And also remember, subscribe, because there'll be a lot of things that will be coming out on our YouTube channel. This dish is preparation time. You should prepare this dish probably on a weekend, because if you're working, this dish would take a bit longer than you would expect, probably 45, even an hour if you're a slow guy. But if you have 2 persons together, it would take about probably 45 minutes, is what I guess. And for our all famous Veggie Me difficulty scale, it is probably a bit hard to make. It's about the difficulty scale. It's probably about 7. If you're wondering if this dish is a pet-friendly dish, and yeah, this is quite pet-friendly. As long as you don't add the grapes in. Yeah, dogs totally cannot eat grapes. But yeah, pineapple. Oh, that's a fly. Pineapple and all those things, dogs can totally eat. That's safe for dogs. They're actually good for dogs. And mangoes, yep, all of them dogs can eat, right? This guy likes them, especially 2 billion years later. Okay. And now let's get to the school of watermelon. Right now, we are going to teach you how to cut your watermelon for the perfect summertime fruit cake. And this fruit cake does not require a stove. And it is completely sugar, so that is a good idea to make a healthy, melty cake. And now, watermelon is hard to cut, so yeah, just to let you guys know that watermelon is it's very hard to cut. As you can see, we got even our super sharp knife to cut. Pineapples don't work with these guys. These guys, I tell you what, these guys are super tough, and if you don't cut them properly, instead of 5 fingers, you get 2 fingers. So when cutting these guys, you gotta be careful, guys. And when you choose a watermelon, you should choose like at the bottom there. It should look like as if it were painted, and and when you hit it, it shouldn't sound like you are hitting a drum. It should sound more like a timpani. We'll probably have a watermelon because our family is not big enough to eat a whole watermelon, because or not, you'll have to wake up 5 times in the middle of the night. Just take a look at the bottom there. Is that the bottom or the top? I'm confused right now. But yeah, this is like the perfect size watermelon for us. But yeah, because we like to keep some so that we can always enjoy this fruit for many days. It usually keeps probably up to 5 days in the fridge, but the sooner you finish it off, the better. So yeah, if you're putting it in the fridge right now, yeah, our fridge is stuffed. Anyway, so yeah. But if you can, you can eat the whole watermelon. There's no problem if you have a family of 10 and you are eating only half a watermelon, which is, I can tell you what, it's too little for you guys if you have like a big family. But yeah, but if you are inviting people over to your home, yeah, you can use a bit more if you want. But today we'll just use just a little bit less. But how are you supposed to eat the watermelon skin? If that's your question, I'll teach ya. You take your knife around here and you trim out that watermelon. I know it's gonna be a bit wasting juice, but yeah, just do your best that you can without wasting too much of this fruit, because well, we don't want it to end up in the trash. So just try to not waste too much of this watermelon. So yep, and it slides out as easy as that. For our second tier of the cake, we're going to make it much smaller than the first tier, because it has to be like a bunch like that. So yeah, that's how we're going to cut it. And that second tier is done. So it's a bit too big, but what are we gonna do? Yeah, it's an well, geniuses always can come out with another way of doing things. So you're gonna take that second tier, which we're gonna do in a second. We're gonna cut probably a little bit around here, and then we're gonna slice the ring that we made into smaller pieces, so we can make that look as if we have another fruit or something. Yeah. And if you're wondering what we should do with this leftover juice, don't gotta worry. Just take a cloth or a sponge, wipe it up, and squeeze it in the cup and drink. Just kidding, don't do that. Alright, so this is what the wise people will do if they had too big tier. Now, just don't go around and throwing that watermelon away, because hey, you still can trim it into a smaller piece. That's just if you make a mistake. So yeah, so just like us, we make mistakes. I like to make mistakes, especially when we are on the camera, so that we can show you guys what to do if we make a mistake. So yeah, remember that we are not any professional restaurant chef. We are just at home. We just film all these videos at home. Yep, that's how we film the videos, guys. Oh, here you can always bite it off, or if you don't want to bite it off, you can always just trim it off. It doesn't really have to do any big deal with that. And well, that very wet nose of my dog's is currently sniffing out some watermelon scent. I know what he's saying. Can I have some? That's what he's saying right now. Look at that face, guys. He is like starving. And I hope that this little ant will not end up in my fruit salad and my fruit cake, rather. Bye-bye, ant. Bye-bye. Alright, so now we are currently cutting these watermelons around the edges of that one. We have to get into smaller pieces because it is too big. So we're gonna cut this into like this triangle shaped. So that's how we're gonna do it. And meanwhile, on the other corner, we are currently arranging the cake. I'll show you guys later, but yeah, so this is how we plan to cut our watermelon. And for the pineapple-ish part, we're gonna cover that layer with pineapples. And on top of the pineapples, put some blueberries. Okay, so this is how we plan to decorate the top of the of the watermelon. Yep, and we put blueberries and toothpicks around that side. Just gotta be careful so you don't eat a toothpick, or your stomach's gonna say, "Yo, what's that in my stomach here?" Anyway, so up here we're gonna decorate this, and I don't know what shape is this, but like a circle. It cannot be a perfect circle unless you really have good cutting skills, and then, but it's more like a flowery shaped. Yes, somewhat like flowery. So right now we're busy toothpicking our blueberries. Now if you have other fruits, you can also do the same example. And up here, if you have a strawberry or something, you can put a strawberry quite off. You can put a strawberry over here, quite off. And this looks like a very nice red and yellow flower. Oh, and guys, forgot to mention that if you want to keep your cake stable, you can always put a toothpick in there, but we're not gonna waste as many toothpicks as that. So if you want to, so yeah, this is so with the triangle, with those triangled watermelon slices that we did, we are gonna put them around the sides of the plate. But if you do have a cake plate, you don't have to do that. And I'm sorry with the background noise. It's because there is a puppy. And when there is puppies with stones, playing with stones, there's always noise. And right now we are just gonna put a few blueberries around that edge if you still got space. If you don't have space, you can put the blueberries around on the next to the watermelon in the middle there. You can always do that. Now, fruit salad does not have to be, fruit cake. Why do I say fruit salad a lot? Anyway, fruit cake is all in your own creation. You do not have to follow how we do it. If you don't like this style, there's like a fair you will. Anyways, if you don't like this style, you can always do your own style. And on top of those pineapples, choose the big blueberries to put on top of those pieces. If you just long we got a small one, do you see that? Yeah, so just put the bigger ones around that. Now I tried to put some here, but they didn't work. So yeah, but if you have blackberries or some bigger berries, or cherries even better, grapes, all those things, you can fit them here. Definitely you can fit them here. So yeah, this is just perfect for us. And if you wonder what this dish goes with, well, with bread. Of course, not with rice or pasta. So this is the final view of our fruitcake. Alright guys, I was just done eating that fruit salad, and it was the fruit cake, and it was so good, guys. And yeah, just do it. And if you wonder what to do with those toothpicks, now those can always be used for some cleaning purposes or something, like what we always do. And yeah. So when you're done with them, just don't toss them away in the trash can. You can always use that as like a fruit. You can always put the blueberries there and eat the blueberries from there. That's a very nice activity. Yeah, it's very nice dish to make and very nice dish to eat too. So I suggest that you go ahead and try it out right now. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification, and hit the like button. Or no, I'll come and take all your watermelon. Just kidding, but yeah. If you want to see more interesting videos over here on this YouTube channel, be sure to subscribe, because we're going to upload more often right now here on the channel. So yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.